Movie Spotlight, Cat's Eye. Cat's Eye is a 1984 anthology horror flick written by Stephen King. It focuses on 3 stories linked by a wandering feline who gets involved in each story to a varying degree. The first story stars James Woods as a chain smoker who goes to Quitter Incorporated to help him quit smoking, only to find it's a company run by mafioso who have very extreme methods of making certain people quit. The second story stars Robert Hayes of airplane fame as a man forced into a deadly bet as to whether or not he can make it round a tiny ledge on a building's 30th floor, while the third story sees Drew Barrymore as a little girl terrorized in the night by a troll that lives in her skirting board and is out to steal her breath as she sleeps. Cat's Eye is a hugely underrated and thoroughly enjoyable horror anthology with a great sense of tongue-in-cheek fun and humor. Each segment is enjoyable in its own right. The Quitters Incorporated section is probably the strongest, with James Woods in his usual high-intensity form, and the mixture of the creepy and the absurd in this story in particular is delicious. There's some deliciously dark comedy in this section, with the story taking the notion to its logical, if absurd, conclusion. The other segments are both tremendously enjoyable however. The building ledge story has plenty of tension and twists, as well as a shock conclusion and nice turnaround of the situation, while the Drew Barrymore troll section is just good fun. The special effects look a little dated at times, though the oversized sets are cool, but it's a fun story where the title cat gets to be the hero. Perhaps the only thing that irritates me about this section is that the mother does come across as a bit of a miserable bugger, for no real reason. It is difficult to find too much else to say about Cat's Eye. It seems either forgotten about or underrated these days, and I can't understand why. It's a well-made flick with some terrific performances, especially from James Woods, and really good stories that balance chills, thrills and dark comedy alongside one another perfectly. Certainly one of the best Stephen King flicks out there and an underappreciated 80s gem.